Welcome to Psychological Upgrade featuring Kitoto Sunshine Love and Dr. Sarah Larsen, coming to you from UBN Go Studios in Burbank, California, with over 10 million downloads and counting. We create programs designed to entertain, fascinate, and empower you.
Welcome, dear sacred miracle makers. We're so humbled and honored that your path has led you here. Thank you for joining us for season 4 of Miracle Makers. We are filming and recording this for you to fulfill your purpose. Miracle Makers, go the path less traveled. Listen to your soul's calling. We believe your greatness embraces the path of your inner miracle-making frequency. Your miracle-making frequency is your inner guardian, your protector, warrior, and primal source of instinct, intuition, and insight. You are the fire within you that voyages courageously into the unknown, fights for freedom, and respects your true self. For this reason, you, Miracle Maker, are the ideal symbol of the loving, powerful, liberated human soul. It is this empowered force of nature, your nature within you, that we strive to help you embody and rediscover within yourself. Indeed, your inner miracle maker is the guardian of your soul. You, miracle maker, are connected to the cosmos, the great mystery, the Christed consciousness, the Buddha nature, the Kuan Yin healer, the sacred geometry. You are the wave and the particle. When it comes to your psychological upgrade with Kitoto Sunshine Love and me, Dr. Sarah Larsen, our goal is to provide a grounded and balanced perspective, tools, spirituality that doesn't bypass the raw, the real, the messy aspects of spiritual and psychological development. We are deeply committed to help you explore and expose both the light and the shadow side of your human nature and spirituality. Like the spirit of philo, brotherly and sisterly love, we do not back away from the shadows. With all conditions love, agape love, activated within us, we embrace and shred shadows apart until the light comes through. We strive towards integration, balance, wholeness, embracing both the sacred and the mysterious aspects of being human. Our mission statement, our core mission, is to empower you to find your path back to your soul by guiding you toward clarity, self-acceptance, and a deeper sense of meaning and purpose on the spiritual awakening journey. We value raw, real, and down-to-earth approach to your inner transformation.
Our principles here are the core principles that guide our lives and this show. Radical inclusion. There is room at our table for everyone. Walk your own path. Know thyself. Be self-growing. Be passionate and sincere. Fiercely seek and speak truth. Know and accept yourself. Find balance. Listen with your soul. Leave the past behind you. Shed the old skin. Be here now. Do not worry about the future. Create yourself, and the future will take care of itself through your psychological upgrade.
Kitoto Sunshine Love is certified in advanced biblical counseling and reiki. She is a children's author, singer, songwriter, and CEO of 4 companies. Her ministry is raising vibrations and spreading joy. She is a Southern California resident, living as an ascending master. Sarah Larsen, MD, is a medical intuitive who received a degree as a medical doctor from the Medical University of the Americas and is a ordained interfaith minister from All Paths Divinity School. She founded the online community Miracle Makers Academy with a mission and vision to make the world work for 100% of humanity in the shortest possible time through spontaneous cooperation without ecology offense or the disadvantage of anyone, as originally said by R. Buckminster Fuller.
I mentor sensitive doctors, healers, and CEOs to stop overthinking in professional development and to conquer fear. They increase their confidence and the bottom line. You're here to unapologetically set and achieve goals, feel joy, and accept enlightenment. I am the co-founder of Miracle Makers Academy with author, meditation expert, my husband, Greg Larsen.
Welcome to Psychological Upgrade, featuring Kitoto Sunshine Love with Dr. Sarah Larsen.
Hi, welcome to show 3. Make sure to watch Addiction and Angels and Guides show 1 and 2. I have been told that I ascended before I incarnated. I came here as a gift, hence the song Heaven's Gift, my mother's song. I also took classes on Ascension and spirituality because I love to learn, grow, and most importantly, share. I learned about Angelic Ascension with Melanie Beckler and her Angel Solution program. Also with Diana Cooper and her Ascension classes, books, and her posts. You are having your 7 veils removed and your chakras aligned to the 7th dimension with Diana Cooper and the 12th dimension with Melanie Beckler's. I make everyone I work with an honorary member of the Council of Light. In Melanie's program, Angels do it for you. You use your imagination and you made it. You went through to higher dimensions. You are ascending. When you ascend, your spiritual team ascend higher too.
When you ascend, yes, when you ascend, it's accepting your ascension, right? It's accepting your enlightenment. What does that even mean? Oh my gosh. Welcome, Miracle Makers, to season 4, episode 3. We're so excited that you're here. This is a call-in show, and we've got callers on the line for this incredible conversation and activation. Yes, the first episode that we created, addiction. If you're addicted to something, right, then chopping wood and carrying water, right? That old saying, before enlightenment, before you accept enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. What does that even mean? It means that you've got, all of these things before you are the light, enlightened. You're thinking about the future, you're thinking about the past, you're carrying the epigenetics, you're carrying the codes, the blessings, and all of the things that your family hadn't dealt with. And then, oh my gosh, before enlightenment, you're carrying that and chopping wood and water. After enlightenment, those are no longer affecting how you carry or chop wood. You are one with the moment. You're one with the elements. You're one with all that is. And you've accepted, oh my gosh, this wood is mine to chop and this water is mine to carry. And oh, how beautiful it is to have that energy. Before coming in studio today, I was just giving thanks for how far Miracle Makers have come. About, I guess, maybe 10 years ago, I was flying back and forth from Los Angeles to Minnesota or all around. We were feeding 40 people at least a week, and we had classes and we had to physically meet. And now there are Miracle Makers all over that are feeding the homeless, that have opened up. We used to only see homeless about once a month, and now there's a Miracle Maker. That was their mission, and they're doing that. And today, what we're doing is we did all of the work for Ascension. What does that mean? we came in, we cleansed with sage, we did the new moon work, we aligned our elements, we set our intention so we could powerfully give to you and to every caller that calls in exactly what's necessary for their body, for your body to ascend, to be lighter, to enjoy the moment more. If you're concerned with resources, well, ascension means you get more resourceful for you. Enlightenment means it's easier to receive those resources. If your desire is to give, it's easier to give. If your desire is to just witness, not be affected. And Kitoto, I'm so excited. You just shared before, you're almost complete with your children's book.
Yes. Well, I'm at the editing stage, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see it come to life, with the pages. And it's going to be interactive. We're going to give the readers a chance to do the next story.
The chance to get to the next story. Really just an incredible journey that we're on together. And I can't wait to see the book, and I can't wait to flip the pages. Today, we have callers that are already online. We're going to ask Tony to bring them up. And callers, oh my gosh, this is what we're going to talk about, right? We're going to talk about the 5 types of ascension, spiritual ascension. And any question that you have, whether it's about your health or finances or relationships, or you want to communicate with those that have already are beyond the veil, we want to talk to you and bring those conversations forward. So Tony, let's we're so grateful. UBN Studios, UBN Go, we're in Burbank, and Tony is running the board for us. Tony, our first caller. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. I love
this is
that
Michelle.
it's his
I called last
auntie.
week.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Good. I'm actually much better. Much better. Thank you so much for I'm loving myself. And things are much better.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I love to hear that. That's one of my favorite things, when you can give somebody some guidance and they come back and they tell you that it worked and that things are. So in what way are things better? Do you feel like sharing that?
Yes, I did the prayers and meditation and hugging and loving myself.
Mm-hmm.
And because my house isn't finished and the guys haven't shown up, and finances and leaks in the roof, and I just thought, okay, I'm just going to let this go. And I just started praying and meditating and loving myself, and then people started to call. They said, can I come out? Can I work on your house?
Yes!
We'll get it done for you.
Yes. Oh my goddess, that's so amazing.
It's so beautiful, and your frequency and your vibration, it's so amazing, because before, when you called last week, your vibration wasn't ready for touch. Like you were a little bit distant from feeling safe, and your body and your entire life is ready to be touched. It's so beautiful to feel that vibration coming in, and you're ready to communicate with everyone from this new space that you're in. It's so beautiful, because people that you've wanted to reach out to, but you wanted to wait for a particular time, it's happening. That communication a lot of people have called you, and you're ready to call others. Did that make sense?
Yes, that did.
It's so beautiful. And so hooray for all of the shifts and transformation. What does it feel like for you to know that you're keeping divine appointments?
It really feels wonderful, because I found out I had a millimeter aneurysm in my brain, and that I wouldn't live if I had the surgery. So my children just drove off, and I couldn't talk or walk for almost about a year, because I was poisoned from Mucinex actually triggered it. I was allergic to it. And that's how they found it. And it's taken me 3 years, March 17th. And I can drive and I can work and everything now, but I was still afraid of traveling, altitudes, friendships, starting a new life, all those things. And you gave me all this, this jump start in the last 2 weeks, because I've been listening to you for a long time, but I emailed you and you emailed me back, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is a sign. This is so exciting. It's going to be okay. So it's wonderful. I just wanted to thank you so much. This is terrific.
You're so, so welcome. And I'm so grateful that you're following, and your body is miraculous. I want to share, Greg's grandfather had an aneurysm, and he was diagnosed and lived at least 6 happy, glorious years. He's the Norwegian descent, sort of stock. He was like, nope, no one's going to cut me open and do anything. And so it was amazing to have those incredible, and he was already in his 80s. And he got married again. It was really beautiful, right? His first grandmother, Greg's first grandmother, such a beautiful woman, such a delight. And the second wife, the second woman that he proposed to, he said, she said, no, I would never marry you. You smoke 4 packs of cigarettes a day. He broke the cigarettes and said, I'm never smoking again. And of course, she went and she got a dress, and he never smoked again, which is incredible. And they had nearly 10 years. And part of that was the diagnosis. I've had several doctors literally have aneurysms that I've coached. You might have heard them on previous shows as well. In season 3 and season 2, they were part of the show. They survived not 1, but 2 aneurysms, which the likelihood of that is just, the reason that I say this for you is it's so important for you to understand you are here on purpose. You learned everything that you learned so purposefully. Up until now, you were and are unstoppable. And then all of a sudden, this thing came in and caused you to think, can I trust myself? And your body is saying, yes, you can trust yourself. Does that make sense for you?
Yes.
And it's so important for you to have that conversation with yourself on an ongoing basis. You can trust yourself. You are both the wave and the particle, moment by moment. And your desire to love and to give to the level that you give to is really important for you. Let me say that another way. You've got this goal. All of your chakras are open. This is the aneurysm, possibly a symptom of you overcoming your chemical sensitivity so that you won't be affected by any chemicals in the future, because you raise yourself, your immunity. I am unit T, your I am presence embodies the miracle that you are, the chakra, the crown chakra being completely open, you allowing yourself to go, wow, at any moment, it's so great. What is it that I want to give in this next moment? Did that make sense?
Yes.
Awesome. So I want to translate that into English a little bit more, and then we'll, and anything Kitoto wants to add. In a sense, your body listens to your free will. Your DNA and every aspect of you is recording everything that you're going through. Each one of us, listeners, anyone on the call, your body and your light and everything wants to ascend, wants to become the light that you already are. And in certain areas, it's easy to accept. And the ones, especially that your parents had no trouble with, or your grandparents had already accepted, nature's law is alive in your DNA, in your genetics, in your conversations. When your body records things that aren't natural to you or to the history, it's going to create opportunity for you to grow stronger, to grow your immunity, to grow your I am presence. And if you're in fear, the body shuts down. But if you're in trust, the body expands and becomes more capable. So, of course, measure, go to the doctor, receive all of the information, but receive it as you would receive information from a loving child. You know what's true for you and your body and your spiritual journey, your mental emotions, and then allow that to be filtered into the physical world in which you live. So I love that you're living on the edge of your seat. And Kitoto, anything you want to add to that?
Yes, I do. Just so you know, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Council of Light, but today's show is on Ascension. And so the Council of Light is a council of ascended masters. And I'm getting that I want you to work with Master Maitreya. Are you familiar with him?
No.
Okay, so I want you to Google him because I want it to be fresh for you. And it was fresh for me. There's so many people out there, like the doctor, who will tell you every angle of one subject. But I work so closely with Melanie Beckler's program, The Angel Solution. And what that does is you get initiated as an angel and you no longer handle things the same way ever again. And I also got initiated as a member of the Council of Light. And as a member, I said, well, then, okay, anybody that ever thinks of this place, they're automatically in the Council of Light. So they'll start having dreams and visits and visions. And then according to their highest good. And then anybody who works with me will be an honorary member of the Council of Light. And that's the first thing that came to me when I was listening. Are you open to inviting in dreams and visits from the Ascended Masters?
Yes.
You are. Good. Well, then start with the images, okay? So I want you to Google Ascended Masters, Master Maitreya, or just Ascended Masters.
And we've got it on drsarahlarsen.com. If you just searched Master Maitreya, and we've got a list of all of the angels and guides, you Google it and it'll be, not Google, in the search bar, it'll give you processes within it, which is so beautiful.
Awesome. And just start with the pictures and get a feeling. Just like really, just like when you were hugging yourself, it's really intuitive. It's going to be what you're drawn to. It could be the color. I'm getting Master Hilarion. But I really did get Maitreya for you first. So Maitreya, Hilarion, and then just kind of see, it could be that day you are feeling the Christ. It could be that day you're feeling somebody else. So there's Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary. These are Ascended Masters, and Kuan Yin. And so I think you're going to have fun with it. Be a kid about it. Don't get hung up on the, Council of Light. What decisions do I make? You just kind of be a child, and they'll gift you, and then you'll want to gift others. And you might say, hey, now that I understand what this is, if it's for the highest good, are on the Council of Light. And they know what to do. That energy will come to them. And it's a choice. It's a choice. They're so friendly. It's like, hey, want to be on our council? We love you. We just want to give you a hug, right?
and life transforms. We're so glad that you called. Thank you so much. That first type of spiritual ascension that happens is the mind, awakening of the mind. And you are really representing that. Thank you for holding that for humanity and all the incredible work that you're doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay, awesome. I know we're ready for the next call, and throughout this, Miracle Makers, as you're listening, there's an activation happening. Episode 1, really going back and listening to it, addiction, you will overcome addictions, repeated listening of the second one, you will be able to connect deeply with your angels and guides. We do the spiritual work, the mental work, the emotional work to have this place ready for you. And the transmission happens through the voice and through the callers. And so let's go ahead and take the second caller, Tony. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Is this Todd? Todd, can you hear us?
Todd or Lisa?
Hi, Lisa. We're
Hi.
so glad that you
Hey
called.
there.
Yay!
How are you?
We're so glad that you're here, and we've got how beautiful. What does ascension mean to you?
What does ascension mean to me?
Yes.
Say that again.
Yes, right there. What does ascension mean to you?
Well, in terms of thinking of the Bible, ascension means ascending off into some place, rising up into some place.
Yes.
That's where my mind goes.
Absolutely. It's so beautiful. And we're here to answer your questions. So Lisa, welcome. Thank you for bringing in the new energy, that new awakened, those words. Let's go deep with you. What are some of the questions?
Well, my thing is, I am, and good to talk to you. I hadn't talked to you in a long time. My thing is, I have been a nurse for many, many, many years. And this isn't just despite COVID, but I feel like I am no longer supposed to be doing this. And my mind just will not go what to be the next thing. Have I been told I have healing hands? Yes, I do. Do we want to put those hands in my pocket? Yes, I do.
So the first one was like, right, signs and symptoms and interpretations, those layers of spiritual, 5 types of spiritual ascension. The first one is literally of the mind, right? The crown chakra opening, awakening of the mind. The second one is awakening of a new personality. And it's amazing that when you go deep enough over a period of time, you've done enough work as the quote unquote nurse. You've done that type of transformation. And you're next, you are remade within this body. You ascend again. You are your own child again. So beautifully, you get to choose and understand what you're here to create and what you're here to do. And it's so amazing that in your energy field, there's all kinds of movement and dance and shifts that are happening. So tell me about that.
Well, it's funny. I'm really teetering on just maybe saying goodbye at the end of the summer or at the end of the year and get some rest physically and mentally, and then maybe I could find my next passage. Now, that's what's been going on in my mind daily.
That's so awesome.
And even there's something telling me that if you leave from where you are, your health will improve physically and mentally. But do we listen to our minds?
It's so important. You've literally got to leave work. You've got to give your notice. You've literally created, and you've got to give yourself about 9 months-ish of time, and between, and today is literally a new moon. As this is being recorded, right? As we're speaking live, that awakened energy, the moon is with you. And so to give yourself with abandonment, what would you give your child if your child was just coming into the world and has all the resources and all of the intelligence? What would you tell her? What would you say to her? And day 1, let yourself be right in the fetus. Day 2, be 1 year old and go through that journey of what it felt like, what you would give your 1-year-old. When your inner 1-year-old is happy, go to age 2 and go shopping
Mhm.
as the adult and your 2-year-old and give her everything that she wants. And
Mhm.
during that
Mhm.
9-month period, right, you're going to get so powerfully exactly what you're here to get. Kitoto, anything you want to add?
Yeah, you know what I got for you was Reiki, and
Mhm.
I got distant Reiki healing, and
Mhm.
yeah. So I'm hearing you say, so you got that too. Yeah, yeah. How many times?
Okay.
How many times did you get that?
A few times.
A few times? Okay, so um
Uh-huh.
I hear a little bit of resistance to it, but I think that
Mhm.
much like your job, you're going to know. You know, you always have
Okay.
free will. So you can decide when or if. And things do
Okay.
change when you change your vibration. So
Uh-huh.
things do change. So your whole life changes if you choose to leave your job. And
Mhm.
then all of a sudden the messages that you're getting, they change because you took the advice. So
Okay.
it could very well be Reiki, and I think that it would be great for you, but you
Okay.
always have free will. And one of the things that I went through when I first became awake was I would do a
Mhm.
reading or I would hear a message and I'd be like angry and I'd be like, I don't want to do this, right? And the thing
Mhm.
is,
Mhm.
you don't have to. You can say, what is
Okay.
another highest good option for me, right? So,
Mhm.
you always want to make sure that it's the highest good, your highest good. And if you don't like what it is, how can I change this for the highest good? Right? What's the
Okay.
easiest path to follow? What's the flow? What's just going to make my life so easy and happy? And what would I love?
Mhm.
Mary Morrissey, she tells us
Mhm.
to write down what would you love and focus on those things. And she also says that when we mention what we wouldn't love, we should say up until now, because our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what we're speaking about, what we're watching, what
Uh-huh.
we're hearing. So if other people are telling us their experiences, our subconscious mind actually
Mhm.
believes that it's going through that we're going through it.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
understand your insistence to want to keep your hands in your pockets, right? Because you've been
Mhm. Right.
listening and feeding your brain. So you've been listening to other people's experiences that your subconscious mind thought was its own experience. So it's been like,
Mhm.
oh, I don't want to leave my job. No, I don't want
Mhm.
to do Reiki. No, I don't want to hear this
Mhm.
anymore. Let me go eat some cake, right? And
Uh-huh.
right, I believe me, I
Right.
know. So you can like just say, okay, I have free will, what's easy and what would I love? And chances are there might be another set of voices that are saying to you, hey, psst, we got an idea too. This is all love, this is all joy, right? This, what would you love now that we
Mhm.
know what you love, and now that you're willing to meet us halfway, or to look at something a little bit differently. Your options have
Mhm.
changed because you went a 1 degree shift, and now
Okay.
in a compass, you're going to a different direction because you went a 1 degree
Mhm.
shift.
Thank you. Wow, Kitoto, that was
Okay.
fantastic.
Thank you, Mary Morrissey.
That was. That
um,
was
Thank
fabulous.
you.
so amazing. And Lisa, one step you're going to take, and we'd love for you to call and let us know next week what you're going to do. But what some of your takeaways? One step.
Say that again.
Let us. What is one step that you're going to take?
Yes. Well, it's so funny. I'm on my lunch break. I was gonna call retirement to find out things that I need to know about getting out of here.
That's fantastic. And your
And you know
guides.
what I've been worried about and being stuck on? If I leave, I need medical care and I won't have medical care. But my mind is telling me, figure it out. Something to be out there for you.
And truly it is. I think the retirement conversation, calling and finding that out. This is the other thing that I really, really hear very, very clearly is on your journey, you've always been well prepared. And so this part of this next part, it's going to show up
Mm-hmm.
as you're having the conversation. So make that call. Today's the best day for you to make that call. And then
I will.
really remind yourself that you've always been well prepared, right? And so
Okay.
with healthcare, with all of that, you're well prepared for everything that's coming down the pipeline for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I am glad I got through.
Me too.
Fabulous.
Us too. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Call us back. Let us know what happens next week.
I am. I
Thank
will.
you.
I will be in touch.
Thank you,
Okay,
Lisa.
everyone have a fabulous day and evening.
You too. And the power of prayer does more than you could ever imagine. So don't stop praying.
Okay. Okay. Look, I needed that little voice there that said, don't stop, because some days it's just like I'm too stubborn and just says, booey on it.
Your heart prays, sweetheart.
Thank you
Your
so
heart
much.
prays.
Thank you so much. Will do. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. Yay. Oh my gosh, that was so, so beautiful. And so, listeners, callers, everyone, you are listening to Psychological Upgrade with Kitoto Sunshine Love, Dr. Sarah Larsen. We're in studio. Our call-in number is 323-524-2599. We love being able to connect you with the ascension process that you're already in, the enlightenment, right? You're just accepting those parts of you. The receptors are already on within you. And so let's welcome caller number 3. Welcome, caller. Hi, you're on. Go ahead. Hi.
I think this is me. Hi, it's Audrey. Dr. Audrey. How you doing?
Yay, Dr. Audrey. Greg and I were looking on Amazon yesterday. We saw Angel Olio up there and ranked so high. Congratulations on your book.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Noel's Ark hit bestseller status in 6 out of 10 categories. Number one bestseller.
Wow. Good for you.
Dr. Audrey's been a miracle maker, and she went even last year to Mount Shasta with us and grounded, and her incredible work. Such a beautiful miracle maker you are. She's a lifetime member, which we love. I'm so excited. You are in the ascension process, right? Fully.
Yes, I believe so. I'm doing everything. I'm doing physical exercise. I'm meditating. Book number 2, Dr. Lawyer Indian Chief, is going to go up for its relaunch on April 5th. And so hopefully that one will be up. So I'm working on making a best-selling series. So I'm doing each book individually to be bestseller. And it's very exciting. It's a lot of fun.
You're so amazing, because you're really the stages and the different types of ascension, awakening of spiritual energy, and you are the perfect representation of spiritual ascension, right? The awakening of this energy within your body and your energy field. You're healing. Your book is dedicated to your family. The dedication in it is so beautiful, and the life force, right? Chi, prana, that awakened life force has really come fully into you. So beautiful. Last year around this time, if someone would have said, oh my gosh, you're going to have the best-selling book in 6 out of 10 categories, right? Well, you would have been like, what? And look at you, Dr. Audrey. You are embodying that spiritual energy, the body and soul, coming through crazy stage of cancer and crazy stages of things into, oh my gosh, a thriving practice of award-winning, possibly, right, NAMI supporting book. NAMI is the national, your books when purchased help the national organization. Do you want to talk a little bit about that? And then we'll go to your question.
Sure. Well, I don't really have a question. I called just to wish you guys luck, and I don't have a question. I'm already ascending. what I wanted to say about the 99, all of the ebooks in the series. There's 4 books in the series, and there's also an experiential journal where people can write to their own personal angels and have their angels write back to them. That's the critical part. And so there's 4 books in the series, and then there's an experiential journal, and all of the ebooks are 99 cents. And the 100% of the profits go to NAMI, which is the National Alliance for the Mentally Ill. So that's my giving back part. And then so if anything gets sold for a print book or an audio book, or if the movies find me, I'll make money that way. So I'm not being totally altruistic, but every ebook. So go buy ebooks and give them to your friends as gifts. They make a wonderful gift. The books are about recovery and redemption, and one is a story of triumph, and one is a story of a family reunited, and it's a lot of fun. I had fun writing them. I'm having fun promoting them. I did my first podcast, Sarah.
Congratulations.
So it's fun. You know, I'm old enough that I can sort of, I'm 67. So, and also you mentioned a full practice. I'm up to 29 patients. So I do have, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. And it's so beautiful because if you would have known that was what was going to happen last year, and it's amazing. I love that we went up to Mount Shasta, that you were on that retreat, the Mount Shasta retreat with us. I talked to Jules this morning, and we are organizing the 2021 Mount Shasta retreat. Jules and I will be leading that one. And I love the story. I would love for Kitoto to hear the story. We're at the mountain. It's so beautiful. There is a chipmunk that has come with us from one mountain to the next mountain. And part of the community is taking the chipmunk to its final resting place at the top of the mountain. Dr. Audrey, do you want to take the story from there?
Well, we went, we were like, maybe a quarter of the way up the mountain. I mean, we really weren't very far up at all. And they took the chipmunk out of where it had been nested between the 2 mountains, and I didn't realize they had the chipmunk. So when he came out of the little pouch that he was in, he slipped, and you know, he was dying. I mean, they were taking him to his final resting place. So I had this flash of how much pain he was in, and I had to turn away and walk away. I can even feel it right now as I tell the story. So I had to turn away, and I got tears in my eyes, and Sarah followed me, and because she is so sweet and kind, so she followed me, and everybody else went up the mountain. So it was freezing cold, and the 2 of us are walking down the mountain, and it's getting darker, and it was so much fun. There was a man riding a bicycle, a really unusually high bicycle with big wheels. And Sarah goes, "Can I ride your bicycle?" and the man says, "Sure." So we got distracted for a good, 20 minutes while Sarah played with the bike. And then it was getting really cold, and she said, "Don't worry, we're going to find somebody and they're going to have hot tea." Well, sure enough, this woman, Jules, that she just mentioned, comes walking down the mountain. Beautiful. She's an Amazon. Beautiful, with red hair, and her robes were flowing in the wind. And Sarah goes right up to her, says hello. And the 2 of them start, chit-chattering in a foreign language, the alien language. Jules really has that down pat. And lo and behold, Jules' car is right there. She turns on the heat, and guess what? She has hot tea in her car for all of us to share.
Wow. Oh, that's great.
And
now,
so beautiful.
The rest of the trip, Jules was part of it.
Dr. Audrey processed losing her father and all of the work with her father. We did all of the work right there, root chakra, the healing came through, messages, words. And then the next day we went out to another mountain, another hike, and a chipmunk stops and waves and says hello and grins. I mean, this is a living chipmunk that had exactly the same markings as the chipmunk the day before. And it's so amazing. I love that you're here, Dr. Audrey, so that you can share these stories of ascension, right? That you ascended all of the trauma your father was not capable of experiencing. You ascending it caused the life, the chi, the life force process to shift so that you could further all that's possible for the life force within both of you guys. Quite an extraordinary story. Anything else you want to share about healing and the chipmunk the next day and just the joy it brought us all?
It was a wonderful trip. I wish I could go to Peru with you, and I may still. You never know. It's not till May.
Well,
so
we pushed it back because we heard your wish. We're going 2022. The universe says your wishes are a command. So we're going 2022 instead of 2021. We are doing Mount Shasta again with Jules. Jules and I. Anyway, Kitoto, anything you want to add about this?
Well,
story?
I just love the courage that you had to ask, or excuse me, your friend, to ask, can I ride your bike? That's ascension. When you get into the flow of the universe, it's when you do something courageous, but polite, but very courageous. And that's when the universe starts saying, oh, here she is. She's stepping up a level. Now we can answer this wish because the wish was on this level and she was down here. So, that is ascension. I love how you mentioned that you're exercising, that you're, doing the eating, and it all just kind of flows. I dance for exercising, and I don't do it to spiritual music. I sort of do sometimes, but mostly I do it to musicals, and so everybody has their own kind of journey in ascension. It could be somebody listening to rap. I remember, 5 years ago when I first ascended, I suddenly heard that there were 7, that it added up to 7, the ba 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 da da ba 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 da da da, Express Yourself by NWA. And I listened to it, tuning out all the lyrics that no longer served to me. And I just heard 7, 7, 7, ba 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 da da ba 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 da da da. Express yourself, because it's all about being authentic to yourself, right? And to the world. And so I didn't mind playing that in my house because I was like, wow, it's 7. It's anointed. It was anointed. No wonder I always loved this song and never heard anything else. And I honor you as musicians, NWA, because everybody that has the courage to step out there and put themselves out there deserves that honor. Thank you for sharing yourself with us. And please don't be offended when I block out the words that I don't want to scream.
Dr. Audrey, love you so, so much. Last week we talked about angels and guides, and we're going to put in our newsletter your books as one of the resources. And for anyone that's listening, if you want all of the 5 layers, all of the 5 steps to ascension, make sure that you're signed up at drsarahlarsen.com and that you're getting the newsletters. You'll get all of the times that we come on live for you, and you'll get a summary and all of the steps of the guide, the magic to really accept ascension and accept enlightenment. We love being able to do this for you. Thank you so much, Dr. Audrey, for joining us. Thank you, Miracle Makers. Thank you, Kitoto Sunshine Love. Any closing?
Wow. Just try it. Try ascension. It's not what you think. It's a journey. Wishes don't expire. Prayers don't expire. And the more we change our actions and raise our vibration with fun, with courage and fun and politeness, but fun, you might relook at something at that 1 degree shift and it suddenly changes the entire experience. It's so worth it. And look up Council of Light, because once you are a member of it, you get the downloads. It's like, wow, I'm an ascended master. I'm with Christ. Christ made me equal to him. He said, I love you. You are my brother, my sister. We are one. We are equal with Christ. And it's just so beautiful to know that there are many ascended masters that have so much to teach and so much love to give. They're like, you're a teddy bear. They just want to love on you.
And we are so grateful to be able to love on you. Miracle Makers, sign up for the newsletter. We will send you, so you don't get lost in the Google world, we will send you the links for the Ascended Masters and the Council of Light. Love you very much. We'll see you next week. Bye for now. Thank you, UBN Go and Tony, for running the board. We appreciate you so much.